All right, hello. Welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Japa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Great to have you on board for another week. And yeah, hope things are going well. It is warm out there. It does not feel like fall. It is officially fall since the last time we met. This is our first fall show of the summer, so I'm very excited about that. And we have a good show today. We actually have some of the Newburyport Field Hockey girls coming in. So we will have them on shortly. Talked to Kyle Hodgson today, the athletic director over there, and he was excited to have them on. So I guess they're one of the teams that practices late in the day. So we get the advantage of having them on a lot. So we'll do that in just a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Actually, some breaking news here this afternoon. We have President Trump saying he has directed the release of the unredacted transcript of his July phone call with the Ukrainian president. We have seen this whole story where he talked about Vice President Joe Biden and family ties and what he did and didn't say, and some of the Democrats are calling for impeachment and all that good stuff, and it is just craziness. But President Trump has denied it all, and he says that he's going to call for that tomorrow, so Wednesday, the unredacted transcript. So that should be interesting. I know the whole country and the whole world will be interested in seeing that. That all goes on as the UN climate talks continue in New York City. President Trump speaking earlier this morning, and a lot of that was about Iran and all that. But the climate's the big thing. That Greta Thunberg there, the young climate activist who took the unmotorized boat all the way across the ocean to make her stance on climate change. She had quite an impassioned speech yesterday that went viral. She's quite the impressive. I know President Trump kind of mocked her a little bit this morning, but she had a very impassioned speech that made a lot of news. Go YouTube that if you get a chance. No matter how you feel about the climate change debate, it was quite the speech from a youngster. Got a lot of attention and a lot of applause. What else do we have going on? We had some voting today. Boston voted when it came to city council. Some other communities went to the polls today. Preliminary day. That's a tough word for me to say. What else do we got going on? Red Sox season pretty much over. Final week. We've talked a lot about how they're not going to the playoffs this year. Very sad. Bruins, I just heard, start a week from Thursday. 1 week from Thursday. Already hockey season. Isn't that crazy when you make a Stanley Cup run like the Bruins did, when as deep into the season as you could? Game 7 Stanley Cup. Feels like opening night gets here a lot faster than normal, which it does. It really does. It's a short off season. So I'm not sure I've talked a little bit about this, but a lot of changes going on at the Garden. For those of you who go over there pretty soon here for any games, they had just this weekend, they actually moved the Bobby Orr statue to the front of the Garden. There's that brand new big front entrance. Kind of feels a little bit more like Madison Square Garden now. That big entrance, the kind of a nice looking, kind of just a main entrance, which is kind of different than before, where there were kind of several different spots to jump on in. But they moved the Bobby Orr statue there. Not an easy move either. That thing weighs a lot, but moved that there. And also, like, inside the Garden, they got a bunch of renovations this year as well. No more yellow seats. Started a big debate. A lot of people liked the yellow seats. I did not. I thought they were an eyesore. Although some people got used to them, though, and thought that the yellow seats were synonymous for, Boston Bruins hockey. I used to think they used to just call out the fact that there was nobody at the games, or when there were empty seats, they just stuck out like a sore thumb. But I guess a lot of people liked the gold seats, or yellow seats, whatever they were. That story was getting a lot of attention. So, third person has died from Triple E in Massachusetts. Very sad story. What a year it has been for Triple E. Usually we have the West Nile concerns around here, but that Triple E virus was very pesky this year. We learned that a third person died this week. Very sad. And what else is going on? Tough night in Roxbury. We had a stabbing in Roxbury near the O'Brien School, and just like right near there was a police chase, and a state trooper ends up getting hurt because this police chase takes them through Roxbury and the guy ends up crashing a stolen car, tries to jump out on foot. and they get him. They end up tracking him down quickly too. So kind of interesting. In Roxbury. On a brighter note for Boston, the Boston Public Schools, kind of a mixed bag, but Boston Public Schools showing some improvement from the year before. A couple schools of recognition. They have the list. They kind of go back and review all the good and the bad from the year before, and it was a mostly positive review for the Boston schools, and Mayor Marty Walsh, I know, was happy about that. And Antonio Brown, I don't know. There's nothing really else to say about that. We've spoken enough about Antonio Brown, haven't we? Patriots and Bills, though, this weekend for a big showdown in the AFC East. Should be a good game on Sunday, 1 p.m. First undefeated, the 3-0 Buffalo Bills, first the 3-0 New England Patriots. So that will be exciting come Sunday. And a nice 1 o'clock game, too. You don't even have to stay up too late. They did not put this one in prime time. So that'll be good for all of you who are like me and want to get to bed early and watch a 1 o'clock football game. So the stretch of weather, though, is crazy. It's like beautiful. We're talking like summer hanging on here. It's 80s, and I think it hit 90 something yesterday. I had the air conditioner on last night, which is crazy. First night of fall, and I had the air conditioner on. So that is where we're at on that front. I will get out of the way. We got Lily to set in the house producing here. We're going to have the Newburyport Field Hockey girls in just a moment. Looking forward to that. Keep it here. My name is Drew Moholland. Much more Afternoon Drive when we get back. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're all having a good start to your Tuesday. So our athletes have arrived. I just found them. They were actually wandering outside. They were about to walk right by the place. How are you, girls? So we have, let me see if I get the names right here. So we got Alex Surek.
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yes.
Very good. And Julia Tribestone. How are you?
Good.
Field hockey players.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know your coach well, Jess. She's a great coach, right?
Yes.
Say nice things about her. That's good.
Yes.
Very good. You like playing for Jess DeLacy over there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I love
awesome. Been playing with her 6th, 7th,
Since
and now
sixth
high
grade.
school, yeah.
Good. All right. So seniors, juniors?
Seniors.
Both seniors. All right. So final year. Very exciting.
Oh,
Practice tonight, or what's the how do you girls get away with getting over here in the afternoon?
We're doing mums today.
I'm gonna tell you, just when you talk, just grab that microphone. You can't break it. You'll be fine.
Today we're actually doing mums. It was a fundraiser for our hockey team. For our field hockey team.
What does that stand for? I'm bad at that stuff.
They're just like flowers that we.
Oh, I
sold.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, mum flowers. There you go. That's the fundraiser.
Yeah.
How much? How many of you sold? How much have you raised?
I sold 9.
Whoa.
Oh, gosh.
Some people sold like 45.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you beat 9?
Oh, yeah. I can be 9.
Girl,
Yeah,
that'd
9's
be
a
the
little
same thing.
I
pathetic.
sold 20, I think.
20.
Something around there.
Wow.
We have to
Yeah.
deliver them all after. That's the
That's
hard
the tough part.
Yeah.
Where do you sell them?
Neighbors. And
Neighbors, friends.
parents.
Yeah.
Friends, parents is the key.
Friends, parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, that's good.
Grandparents. Will
Grandparent. That's good. And you're only at 9, so you need to get out there.
Yeah,
more.
I do need to get out there more.
What's the season been like so far?
It's been actually really good. We started off really well with Triton.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really good game, and we went on a little bit of a losing streak, but I think we got our mojo back last week. Our mojo.
Where do we stand here? What's the record?
It's 2 and 3.
2 and 3. All right. So it's early.
Yeah, it's early. We're just starting to get in the flow of things. We played Linfield. When was that?
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday,
Yeah.
I want to say. And they're actually one of the hardest teams in the league, but we
showed up. For
Yeah,
sure.
we showed up that game. At one point, we were up 5-1. I think the final score was 6-3 or something.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Showing up is half the battle, they say.
Oh, yeah.
How much is it a close group this year? Is it?
Yeah,
you
it's
just
a
having
really
fun?
good group of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have gotten a lot closer.
That makes it a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
How is it weird being seniors? Are you two captains, or do you have different captains, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
we're both captains.
Both captains.
Yeah.
All right. So that's kind of like a lot of responsibility, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel
It's
that
so
pressure?
weird. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I honestly, we're so, our team is so close. The girls
Yeah.
are so nice. Everyone's so supportive of one another. It's fun to be a captain. It's fun
That's
to lead
good.
such a good group of people.
Yeah.
How many young kids are on the team? Do you play a lot of freshmen, or?
We only have like 3 freshmen on the team.
Yeah. That can
So-
be nerve-wracking being a freshman on a team with a lot of
Oh, yeah.
older kids. Do you remember being a freshman and coming out? Like, there's a lot of intimidating things when you're trying to make teams.
Yeah, for sure.
And it can be tough. It's good to have good captains, I think. So.
Yeah.
Have you seen any like deer in the headlights looks like first game?
Yeah, for
really?
sure. Yeah.
How do you deal with that
We've
as a
all
captain?
been there, though. I mean, just positive reinsurance and like knowing that even if you mess up, I mean, everyone messes up. Like,
We're gonna yell at you, but it's gonna be
tough love.
tough love. What are the practices like for you girls? Is it like does anybody dread going to practice, or is it that like fun time? That's like the
No.
I honestly, at the end of every single practice, I'm like, that went by so fast.
Really?
Like, it's just it's fun.
I
We're
look
all
forward
getting
to it,
know
honestly,
each other.
after school.
Yeah.
Just like being with our team and like playing some field hockey.
That's good. So it's like getting together with friends. That's good.
Yeah.
How about the school year in general so far? What's it, anything? What do I need to know? What don't I know that's happening in 2019 in like the Newburyport corridors? Not gossip stuff, but like
Well, we have homecoming actually.
homecoming. That's good.
Yeah.
When's
That's this Friday after the football game.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
still go to the football games?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that the big hangout? Is that like the big sport to go see?
That and
for
hockey.
sure. Yeah.
Hockey. It is really a hockey town too. It's funny.
Yeah.
But all right. So, and what do we need to know about homecoming? What's on the agenda?
I think it's $5 a ticket, and then
Okay.
I think the dress up is actually just dressing up in dresses, and like getting all fancy, and then going straight to the gym.
Okay, Alex, like, wait, what? We have to do what?
What do we have to do?
Is that okay? Aren't there like a million festivities for homecoming weekend, or is that not really the case anymore?
No.
Homecoming is super new to us. I think we started it 3 years ago or something
Yeah.
in Newburyport, so it's still super new
Yeah.
to everyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They used to do, I think, a Halloween dance or something, and then they stopped for a while, and then they started like a winter dance, and then spring fling, and then it just kind of
gotcha.
turned into
Now we're getting the
homecoming.
groove of
Halloween
things.
is like coming. It doesn't feel like it, but it's like not far away. So, I actually
Don't
wanted
say that.
to. Why, you don't like Halloween?
I love Halloween.
I
I
love
just don't like the
summer.
weather getting colder.
Yeah, fall's like beautiful around here though.
Yeah, it is.
Fall's field hockey weather. Come on.
It's true.
Yeah. This must be tough playing in this kind of heat, doesn't it? Don't you get
I
like
know.
tired?
Yes.
Okay.
We've had.
See, I just turned you,
quarters.
Alex. You don't even like the weather anymore. See. It took 30 seconds, and now you're like, you're right. It's not. But it must be tough, like playing in this weather.
Yeah, it is pretty tough. We're just trying to hydrate as much as possible at this point. but,
90 degrees yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're running
Crazy.
around on the turf,
See?
so much
Turf.
hotter.
On the turf, right? Yeah. The turf makes a big difference, doesn't it? The thing warms up quickly.
Yeah, it does. It's like probably 5-10 degrees hotter, and then
Yeah.
you're working out.
Yes.
It's a little rough, but
Jess was saying, I remember that the game is so much different on the turf, like than because you play on some grass
totally.
fields too, right? Or like maybe one. At
Yeah, we
least
play one or two Mascos on grass.
Yeah, and it's like a whole different game. She was saying,
Totally.
which I can understand. But do any of you like playing on grass?
no, not
I
at
would
all.
prefer turf.
Yeah, it's funny how most of the fields are turf now. Like when I was in high school, which wasn't like, I mean, it was a long time ago, but it was not like that long ago. It was not as like they were like probably half and half, but now it's like all turf.
Yeah,
fields.
it is all turf.
So Masco's the only one.
Masco, and I think there's one other grass field.
Amesbury has grass, but we actually play them tomorrow at home on turf.
Oh, okay.
We're avoiding the grass.
You don't have to go there at all.
We may have to later on in the season.
I don't think we do.
One game at a time. I like it.
yeah, one game
That
at
is
a time.
Good
how I do it.
Good captain leadership there. Again, we got Alex Siric and Julia Trebistone here. Ahead of, well, I guess just mum selling. Ahead of mum selling. They're going to get back to doing that later in the day. But it's Newburyport Field Hockey and representing Newburyport Field Hockey here today. How about all like the teams at Newburyport like for this fall season? Has it been like a good like kind of rooting each other on, or that's always nice to see. Newburyport tends to be pretty good about that, but
Yeah, we have good team spirit, I'd say.
good team
The
spirit.
football
Yeah.
games have been super fun with the themes and the support that we've the first game, where was it, in Triton? There's
Yeah, a lot of
huge
people
section,
showed up. I
huge
think the
section.
seniors for sure stepped up this year.
Yeah,
Got everyone going.
that's kind of the key, right? When the upperclassmen
Yeah.
start doing it.
Exactly.
What's the what's the team that you girls like to beat the most in the Cape Ann League? Is it the what's the like rival, the field hockey rival?
Right?
No. You can have different answers. No looking at each other.
I don't.
I mean, I would say
Triton's always
Linfield.
close. Yeah, Linfield or Triton, I'd say.
Okay. All right. Linfield. I don't usually get that one.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
they're pretty good.
They're
They're
pretty
good.
good, and we
They vote
beat
every
them,
year. They're
so.
pretty solid.
Okay. what are they? The Linfield Pioneers, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know how I came up with it. That was a good
Yeah.
but it's all right. So there's the kid. What about Masco? Because Masco's
Oh,
always good.
Masco. Yeah. I mean.
Are you just agreeing with the whole league? You can't say the whole league.
I mean.
We want to beat everyone, so.
Yeah.
My niece plays volleyball, and they just had a tough one first. It was Masco. I think they beat Masco last night. I think I should give a shout out. I think it was Masco. I hope it was Masco. Sorry if Masco volleyball didn't play last night, but I think it was Masco. Very dramatic. She plays for Danvers, but that's neither here nor there. Any other sports you girls play?
We run track as well.
Both of you do?
Mm-hmm.
Track in Newburyport is like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fun. Yeah.
Is Coach Malinfant your coach? I'm not Malinfant.
More?
No. Who
McCormick?
is your coach?
McCormick.
Oh, McCormick. Okay.
Yeah.
No, who's the legendary track coach there who has like
Foley?
No.
No.
He retired.
Henniger, yes.
Henniger?
Yeah.
Coach Henniger, yeah.
He's the distance.
The
He's
distance coach.
We don't do distance.
We
Short
do the,
sprints
we
for
do
you?
the shortest sprints we can do.
Yes.
Really? What is the shortest sprint you can do in track?
Indoor, it's 55 meter, and outdoor, it's 100.
What do you do at 55 in?
Sorry?
What's your timing on the 55?
55, I have 7.3, 7.41.
She's one of the best runners in the state.
I was going to say, that seemed good. You're one of the best in the state.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's intense. So you don't like distances, but you like short, and you're like a diehard sprinter.
Yes, for sure.
How about do you know the kid that graduated, Sam Acquaviva?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
amazing.
He was on here a lot.
He's super good.
So he was a distance guy, though, I think, right?
Yeah.
He was like
2 mile.
Well, yeah, 2 miles.
2 miles.
Huge distances, like 2 miles.
For me, for us, it is.
You know you're a sprinter when you're like ran a huge distance, like 2 miles. It was wild.
2 miles for us, a lot.
He would just go and go and go. I guess.
Oh, I know. It was so fun watching him because he was just laps ahead of people. It was insane.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
He was. Where did he go to school? He was like, he went for running, didn't he?
He went to
MIT.
MIT, yeah. All right. I think he got recruited pretty heavily to go there. So
Yeah.
he was he was a funny kid too. I had him on here. He was cracking me up.
He always did speeches at our school, and
Oh,
they were
really?
so funny.
He's a
Like
good
everyone
kid.
always looked forward to them.
That's good. Well, Sam, I hope you're doing well there at MIT. One thing I remember, he always used to give a shout out to his mother when he was on the show. That's how we ended the show. He goes, "Thanks, Ma." That's funny.
I love it.
Again, we're talking Newburyport Field Hockey here a little bit today. So, how many games do you play in a field hockey season? It's like 6. Do you play? You don't play every team twice?
No, not every team twice.
So it's
I
like.
don't think.
50. Do you remember your record last year? Not sure about that either. They didn't bring their stats.
No.
I could probably look it up. But all right. So what do you need to go 500 to get into the tournament?
I believe so.
Okay. So you're going to do that this year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're
Easily?
coming back.
You know you're 2 and 3, right?
Okay, we
We don't
started
talk
off
about
to a
that.
rocky start.
There you
but
go.
we're
I
gonna.
made Alex angry. She gave me the hand wave. Okay. No.
Enough.
You're going to be fine, you say. All right. What do you need to do to like have a good next month or so, though? It's probably a big month or so for you girls.
Just stay focused and been doing what we're doing. I think we've had really good practices. Everything we practice, we've been showing on the field. So we've been improving a lot, I'd say.
Practice how you play.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
exactly.
Nobody got in trouble for vaping, have they? I didn't realize how big of a problem this was in the high
Yeah.
schools.
No,
Super grown.
no.
Everybody I have on the show is like all the teachers and administrators are all like, it's the biggest change. It's the vaping thing. Everybody's vaping.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the social media has totally
I
blown
think
up the
it's-
whole issue.
Blowing
I
up the
think
issue.
it's
Okay. That's
died
fine.
down though a lot, I'd say.
So you girls don't
From all the
you don't see as much of it,
no,
really?
not as much.
I think just because of the scientific evidence
Yeah.
that's been coming from it, people
Just
have just
constantly
been trying to
reinforcing
get
it.
rid.
Yeah, a little bit of panic.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So, but you don't have people on the team going to the sidelines and vaping. That's nice to hear.
No, not at all.
I do that. I think some people think that's it's obviously.
Really?
I don't know. Like
That
I had somebody on from one of the Cape Ann League schools. I don't know if it was Triton or but he was saying it's like it literally feels like half the. Oh no, it was Pentucket, and he was like it feels like half our school vapes. He goes honestly, it feels like half the kids are like one out of every two. You think that's the case in Newburyport too?
Yeah.
Really? That's kind of high.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it honestly used to be higher. Like
Really?
a lot.
And you think
yeah.
that's down?
Yeah, I've
mean-
seen a lot less of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I see it just
It's
walking
sad.
down the street. It seems like everybody has one of those things that's younger than me. It was never like a thing when I was in high school, so. but that's kind of the new
Yeah,
phenomenon.
it's so new.
My cousins are younger too, though, and they tell me the same thing. They're like, it's all over the place, so
Yeah.
it's crazy. Don't get caught with that stuff, people. You want to stay on the field, because I think it's illegal to have in school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're probably
For
cracking down badly on that stuff.
Yes, they are.
And actually, somebody told me that you have like a thing in the. I'm gonna sound like this is very uncool. I'm all these talking about all these new ways to hide, but they like out of your hood in your sweatshirt, like they have like the vape pen thing, like the string,
Oh,
so you can like hide it. Yeah.
What?
I've never heard of
I
that.
haven't
A
seen
teacher
that
told me
either.
that actually. He found that's how he caught somebody one day. He was like, "Yeah, I have a hold
Props
of."
to that
I've seen-
teacher.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Wow.
I know.
I mean, I've seen people doing it in class, but that's like the past years. I haven't seen it at all.
Well, you can do it so quickly, right?
I
That's why
know.
it's so hard.
And it doesn't smell really.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Not
gosh,
like a
it's
cigarette.
terrible.
Alex was like, "My goodness, that's terrible."
that's the worst part too, because cigarettes, like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can smell it. It's pretty obvious, but vaping and like,
Yeah. Well, don't get caught with that stuff.
yeah.
It's a bad way to like lose your season if you had to miss games for that.
For
That'd be
sure.
like
It's
lame.
so pointless.
It is. I was sorry, Mom. I was vaping. What? Really? Come on. Anyways, talking Newburyport Field Hockey here on a Tuesday afternoon. What do you think? Let's do some rapid fire. Alex, favorite sport to play that's not field hockey?
Oh gosh. Soccer.
Soccer.
Ooh.
And, oh, interesting. All right. Favorite class?
Favorite class. Algebra 2.
What?
Last year I loved Algebra 2.
That is never got algebra. That's a okay. I don't know how to come back from that one. Algebra 2. I almost want to ask a follow-up. I don't even know what the
Math,
follow-up.
really?
Yeah, why?
Why math?
Why? We both want to know.
I don't know. It's just like, I feel like geometry was so terrible for me. So when I got to Algebra 2, it was like, oh, thank God I'm away from geometry.
That's-
so I
yeah,
just
I
could
see
enjoy
that.
it way
Okay.
more.
Julie is no longer looking at you like you're crazy, so that's good. Favorite teacher?
Miss Leedy, I had her in 8th grade. She
Oh.
was my history teacher.
She's still an 8th grade teacher?
She retired the year after me.
Oh,
but
okay. So
most
you
amazing
dipped back
woman.
to middle school to say your favorite teacher.
I know, because I
Another
just can't
first.
get over her. Yeah, she's
Very cool.
amazing.
Well, very good. What's her first name? Do you remember?
Sarah Leedy.
Sarah Leedy.
She'd go by Sleety as her nickname.
Really?
Yeah.
Props to
never heard that
Sleety. Favorite TV show?
Maybe Lost.
Lost. Kind of an old school
Yeah,
one.
it's kind of an old school
Yeah.
one.
And favorite movie?
Hunger Games.
Okay.
For sure. Hunger Games. Anyone who knows me knows that Hunger Games is my favorite.
Okay. We're going to end with that one. Good job. Julia, to
Yes.
you. Favorite musician?
Oh, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars for sure.
Halftime show. You like that whole thing he did there?
Yeah.
He's been on like twice.
I love him. Yeah.
And I actually like the 60 Minutes he was on. Do you see that?
No, I didn't see
Oh, you should see that as a Bruno Mars fan. Took you
I
behind the
will.
scenes. It's kind of creepy there, Julia. I'm gonna. No, just kidding. No, he was good. He showed you behind the scenes of the recording studio and all that stuff, and
Oh, that's
it was
so
very
cool.
good. He's an impressive fellow, very talented. Favorite teacher. Favorite class first. I like class.
Okay.
Do favorite class first.
Probably lit.
Okay. That's
Low key.
We get that a lot.
Yeah.
Favorite teacher.
This year I'd say Crofts. Miss Crofts.
Miss Crofts. First name? Do you know it? You don't always know your first teacher's first name.
I feel like I
remember
do.
that.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Well, anyways, everybody in Newburyport knows her.
Yeah.
Favorite TV show?
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries.
Yes. Watched it like 3 times.
What is that?
It's just about like vampires and
It's actual vampires.
yeah.
All right. I didn't.
Love triangles.
Yeah.
All that.
Vampire love triangles.
Chick flick,
You
I'd
know the
say.
old story of vampire love triangles. I'm not familiar. Maybe I'll look it up. Probably not. The favorite. What was the one I liked from you? Oh, favorite movie.
Ooh.
Tough one.
Titanic.
What?
I'd say that's
That
an
is a
old
good
school.
one. That is a good one.
It's just a classic.
So why does
Gotta love Titanic.
why is it okay for her to let go of Jack when she says I'll
I-
never let go?
I don't know.
And why wasn't he up on the wood plank?
I don't know. I feel like they could have both fit.
right?
Yeah.
Seems. I think there was like a study that actually like looked into that, and somebody proved that like it couldn't happen or something like.
Oh, really?
Like
He was
some
just
silly
being a
thing.
gentleman.
Sorry, here you go. I'm sorry. Say that again. That's fantastic answer.
He was just being a gentleman.
Dying in the icy cold water. Yeah. There
Yeah.
you go. It is a great movie. Do you know I was just on I did a cruise to Bermuda a few months ago, and we went to a piano bar, and somebody requested "My Heart Will Go On"
Oh,
my
really?
gosh.
on a boat
It's a hard song to
in the
sing.
middle of the ocean. They requested.
Yeah, I
My Heart Will
don't
Go
know
On.
how I would have felt about that.
Yeah, it seems kind of odd.
It does seem
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
odd.
the piano guy thought it was odd too, but he got enough money, so he was like, "I'm going to play it."
Yeah.
It's a $20
Might as
bill.
well.
But yeah, that seemed like an interesting moment. I wonder if that's like a cruise thing too. I wonder if they always get that request.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not. You're probably right. Julia Trabastone and Alex Sirik joining us. Sirik, I said that right?
Yes.
Sirik. Good. I knew I was going to doubt myself on that at some point. That's the tricky name of the day. What else do we need to know about the field hockey team this year? Who's in charge of like the pregame music? Who has those responsibilities?
I'd say we share it.
It's you two?
It's been a bit
It's
of an
kind of
issue
everyone-
this year.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
has
goodness.
actually been.
There's
Our
the drama. I
playlist-
knew I'd get
It's
at it.
it's finding clean versions of everything,
Yeah.
and then there's like explicit, and then
I would
connecting
say-
it all. Because
yeah.
Elise has a playlist, but
Yeah, Elise Ferreira has been doing us good with the
Yeah.
playlist, with the
Okay.
music.
She's putting the time in. What? Like Bruno is not that tough. It's not many swears.
no.
You have to get
We
like
gotta
that
pump up,
upbeat
though,
kind
yeah.
of music,
Oh, okay.
though. Like,
Bruno's not pump up music. Well, I don't know. Too low key, Bruno
A little
Mars.
low key.
Really?
For,
What are we listening to?
all of the lights, sail.
yeah.
Those are
Some
very quick
bring 'em
answers.
out.
We know what your two favorites are. Yeah. Keep- What else is on the playlist? I'm always curious about this. I want the whole thing. Go through the whole playlist
Oh,
right now.
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let me just.
There you go. Zone in. Or artist. You can say artist too. Like who else is on the? Who's big these days?
I can tell you who's big, but I don't know
I
if
don't
it would
know.
relate to our playlist.
So your playlist is obscure.
Our playlist is just the very.
It's kind of random.
You can't you can't mix your everyday music up with the field hockey music.
Yeah.
There's just different worlds. You just can't combine them.
That is such a thoughtful answer, Alex. It's fantastic. I think I'll just leave it right there. That was the most thoughtful answer we've ever had on that. I completely understand now. It's not like the hockey guys. The hockey guys just like blast a lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah.
they have.
Oh, sometimes Big Booty remix.
Okay.
Volume 11.
Yeah.
Volume 11.
Volume 11.
All right.
That's good.
That's funny. I'm trying to think what was the hockey guys last year? They had like some weird sound that they always used to it was like some ballad that if they won they would always blast it in the locker room. I'm trying to remember what it was. Maybe it was 2 years ago with the hockey team. I can't remember. Anyways, it was interesting. Do you have a victory song?
All I do is win.
Oh, that's an easy one.
I mean,
Boring. Alex is bored.
I know.
No.
She looked at me like, "Come on."
People don't really
That's
like my
enough.
music.
Really? Are you struggling this year? Julie, do you not like her music? Oh.
Sometimes.
She says it with a smile. That's nice.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like you would just be mean and with a smile on your face the whole time. That's like, that fixes
Yes,
it.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, when's our next game?
Our next game is tomorrow. Home game
Oh, yeah,
at
you
the
said
turf.
that. That's the Amesbury, was it?
Amesbury, yeah.
They good?
I don't think they're too good. I think we should have a.
We should be ready for them,
should.
definitely. But
Yeah, I think
What are
we should win
people?
tomorrow.
What are people going to see if they go out to go check out Newburyport Field Hockey? Like, what's your pitch to people who?
what do you mean?
Like, how do you sell Newburyport Field Hockey to people? You come see us. You're going to be excited because.
It's just super fun. I mean, like, we have such a good group of girls, and it's such a
Yeah.
fun sport. It's really easy to pick up on.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just a sketchy music list that
Yeah.
nobody can agree on. How about the whole? I always joke about this with Jess, and she always looks at me like, "Yes, Drew, the rules haven't changed." But the whole thing, it always baffles me that you can only use the one side of the stick. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What,
know.
you know? Why did you think? Why did you know I was going to
just-
say that? Did she talk about this?
No, I
Okay,
just
she didn't
I
make
could
fun of
read
me?
your mind.
She didn't make fun of me in practice. That's all I wanted.
We get that question a lot, I feel
Do
like.
you? Okay.
Especially from hockey kids. They're like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. Why can't you just use both sides?
It's like a common folk question, I guess.
Yeah.
But it seems it's a little difficult, right?
Once you
It's
get
like-
used to it, not really.
Yeah.
I honestly think you probably have more control over it
Really?
because grass is not as smooth as ice. You know what I mean? So it's
you
easier
totally get the like once you get the gist of it, it's like
it feels supernatural. Yeah.
You girls go very fast for dribbling. Is it dribbling? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it with the one. I'm always very impressed. What positions do you play?
I'm forward. I'm
Forward.
right wing.
I've played forward in the past, but this year I'm actually trying out center midi.
Oh, okay. That's the. Is it because you're responsible defensively?
I'm responsible for forward and for defense.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of playing both positions in the middle of the field.
Is
but
that a tough
it's been
change,
good.
switching positions?
It's definitely a tough change, but it's been good this year. Everyone's
Yeah.
been working so well with passing connections and such. So
I feel we have a really good bond on the team. We connect
Exactly.
really well.
That's good. Are your scoring numbers down moving back to mid? They have to be, right?
Yeah.
Selfless play,
Yeah.
giving up
But,
some
like,
goals.
you get some, you lose some.
Julia, you one of the goal scorers?
Sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes.
she is.
She is.
She's just being humble.
She's being modest. What's like the normal score of a field hockey game? Is it like low scoring?
Pretty
or-
low, yeah.
Like 3-2 or like 7-5?
Yeah, somewhere
I was
around
just gonna
there.
say that,
3-2. 3-2 is a common score.
Yeah.
Do you play a lot of close games?
Oh
Yeah.
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 Pretty
For sure.
pretty competitive league, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What's the game like so far of your past? How many years have you guys played varsity? Is it last couple?
Past
or-
2 years. Our freshman year, we were on JV. We
Okay.
were actually you, me, and Maggie are the other captain.
Is that
us
Maggie
three.
Pons?
Yeah.
Is she still around? Yeah.
Yeah.
She feels like she's been here forever.
I know.
She's a senior?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Eventually, she must be going to college soon.
They
but-
didn't accept freshmen on varsity our freshman year. So we, all three of us, went to JV the first year, and then we went to varsity for the next
Okay.
3 years.
Interesting. That rule's changed though because you're a freshman now, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just depends on how many girls and
Yeah. How many people tried out this year?
not that many as past years.
I mean, I remember just saying that it
So-
was a little bit down this year.
And we lost a lot of really good seniors, so that
Yeah.
wasn't a good feeling.
The so when you're and how many people play on a field hockey field again? 11.
Yeah.
11. Is that including a goaltender?
Yes.
They're kind of crazy and like aren't the goaltenders like those balls are hard and they don't have that much equipment, right? Is the goaltender kind of?
Oh, they have a lot of
They do.
equipment,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like lacrosse because like lacrosse people are crazy. The goaltenders.
Yeah.
All right. So your goaltenders.
They're well
are,
protected.
they're all right. Don't worry about them. I mean, who's the goalie?
Gabby Tanner.
How's Gabby doing?
Good.
Good.
A lot of good saves.
What year?
She's senior as well.
Senior. Okay, that's good. So you get leadership on the back end.
Oh, yeah.
That can help.
Yeah.
Has there been a win in past years that you girls? I know who you said you like to beat the most, but is there like a game that sticks out as like, wow, that was a really cool moment beating that team? Or
I think
This
there's
year-
been a couple of them.
really?
This
Yeah.
year?
Well, even last year with Linfield, again, last year we had a big win against
Yeah.
them.
We
and
played
Yeah.
really well.
North Reading last year.
Were those like final second wins or just all around solid wins?
Pretty solid wins.
pretty
especially
solid. I
for
think it was
Linfield.
3-1 or something last
Yeah, it
year.
was.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
That's good. So Linfield keeps coming up. You love beating Linfield.
I love beating Linfield. I love it so much.
They're good. That's
Our whole team just plays really well against them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
that's interesting. And are they kind of known as to be pretty good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Always. They're like
Yeah. They're always pretty solid every year.
We play them again on Friday.
on Friday.
We're
Yes,
ready.
at their home turf.
So you're already one game at a time. Really. Don't
One
overlook.
game at a time.
Don't overlook tomorrow now. What's the here you go, nice words time. Or actually I guess you could say bad words about her. What's your favorite part about playing for Jess? Usually you get nice words. It's always awkward if somebody says something bad about the coach.
No, there's nothing bad to say about her. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
great answer.
I mean, on and off the field, she's super supportive, and especially with
Yeah.
like the freshmen and like underclassmen, just like
Yep.
positive reinforcement. Because I mean, when you're younger, it's hard to be new, and like especially coming straight from middle school,
Yeah.
the sport's a lot different when you like get on turf and it's a lot faster, and you're playing with upperclassmen. It's
Yeah.
scary for sure, but
Is she one of the younger coaches in the league?
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That is, and probably can relate to you girls a little bit more.
Yeah, she's awesome though. Yesterday when I was nervous about taking a 25-yard hit in, I told her that, and she's like, just be confident. I get a text from her last night. It was a 5-minute video clip of like self-talk, self-love.
Really?
This is awesome. This is what I needed.
That's cool. Do coaches text with players a lot these days? I can imagine they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was so that's completely new. We never did that.
Yeah.
Just, I don't even think I must have had a cell phone. I must have.
It's great communication, though, just
Yeah.
always staying in constant touch.
Yeah.
That is good. So wait, a 25-yard hit, is it like a soccer free kick? Is that what we're talking about there?
So I have to take it 5 yards before I can take it into the circle, which is kind of like the penalty box in soccer. So
Gotcha.
I kind of have to carry the ball for a little bit before I can send it in the circle, and sometimes that can get really nerve-wracking when I have a lot of people on me.
Oh, is that because why is that nerve-wracking?
Just
Okay.
pressure, and then you have to make a really good pass.
Yeah,
and it's
like a quick pass. Like
Oh.
everyone's eyes are on you.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets a little nerve-wracking.
All right, so you're a stress case in that situation. Very good. Did she handle it well, Julia?
Yes.
Says it with a smile. See, everything's with a smile with Julia. That's good. So it worked out okay yesterday too, or whenever that was.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
was yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a
What
really
did she
good
say to
answer.
calm you down in like other moments? Is there a good like Jess DeLacy pep talk from like years past or whatever that's like, wow, that was good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like confidence issues on and off the field. You know,
Yeah.
she's pulled me aside many times and like talked to me about like what I can improve on. She's been super nice about it, and it was honestly really helpful.
Yeah.
And like a lot of like some coaches won't put the time in to do that, and like she'll always meet with you, always talk to you about whatever you need.
Right. Yeah.
So
Just really
y'all have good relationships. That's good.
Yes.
What's the any difficulties balancing the schoolwork and being a high school athlete? It's not always easy.
No.
Not the senior slide I was expecting, for being quite honest.
Yeah.
Well, it's still September.
But like, I was expecting the senior
Right
slide
away.
to start as soon as I was a senior, but
What is today's day? It is September 24th, Alex. I'm not. When
maybe
did you,
I'm rushing things a little
When
bit.
did you start school? This may
This
be
month.
This may be the earliest senior slide conversation we've ever had.
I need it. I'm in need of a senior slide right now.
Lily, September, a little early on the senior slide.
I would say so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Producer Lily says it's
Come
too
on,
early.
Lily.
You need
gotta
another-
back me up on this.
Do you guys know each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello. This is nice. We're all friends. And what was my last? Oh, you guys gotta get out of here too. I forgot you have a thing. I promised your athletic director I'd get you out of here at a reasonable hour. Final thoughts. Make your pitch to the community to come out and watch more Newburyport Field Hockey. Go for it. Sales job.
All right, you guys should definitely come out, come support the team. We're working hard. We're putting in the effort.
It's a lot of energy. It's fun
Yeah.
to go to the games.
We would love to see you guys there.
It is a fun sport to watch,
Yeah.
right? I've always enjoyed watching field hockey. I used to go to my cousin's games.
Yep, we have a play
not
for
on, maybe
kid
not on
game.
grass, but on
Not
turf
on
for
grass.
sure. It's super fun to
It
watch.
doesn't have a reputation as like that fun of a sport to watch, does it? Like people
Yeah.
say it's always more fun to play field hockey.
Yeah, for
than to
sure,
watch.
definitely.
I kind of feel that way about like lacrosse though.
Yeah, but then again, when you play the sport, you like watching it.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
it's kind of different.
I
But
don't know. I always thought it was field hockey. I always kind of
you also have to know the rules to get into it
Yeah, there are a lot of
too.
whistles,
Because
right?
when you hear whistles and it doesn't mean anything, it's hard to like really follow.
Yeah, that's true.
So in other words, you guys should just all play.
Everybody should just play.
Just
there you go.
play.
So now you're recruiting for years
yeah.
to come. What do you want to leave as a legacy at Newburyport here? Final field hockey season. What's like the goal? You must have something in mind.
Make it far into playoffs.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what I figured you'd
Yeah.
say.
For sure. And I think we have a ton of potential. To
We
get
have
even
so
better.
much
We
talent
have
on the team
yeah,
this
for
year.
Sure.
We can beat anyone.
You two just got like excited
I
talking
know.
talking about the potential. That was good. Your coaching staff will be very thrilled. Well, girls, thank you very much for coming on. I know you have a busy day and you got to get out of here, so we appreciate you stopping by. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so
Nice
much
to
for
meet you.
having us.
Julia Trevistone, Alex Sirik, who I don't think I screwed up the name at all. I'm very pleased about that.
That's perfect.
It's really not that hard. It's 5 letters, but you'd be surprised. How
One time
tricky-
I got Trebastany, so.
Oh, really? I'm very happy
Yeah.
you told me that at the end of the show because I didn't go in that direction. Thank you, girls. Good luck tomorrow for Samesbury. Good luck Friday for
Thank you.
Masco.
Linfield.
Linfield. Oh, you've got-
Again,
Oh, my
Linfield.
goodness. Here we go again with the Linfield thing. We'll be right back. More Afternoon Drive in just a moment. Keep it here. All right. Welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. That's Take It Easy, an Eagles cover by 97 North. From the top, I think that's from the Topsfield Fair. Tyler, it says Topsfield Fair Live. Is that an album they made at the Topsfield Fair?
I don't know.
I think it might be.
I just work here.
Tyler Neufeld, Caleb, how are you, bud? Caleb Noble in the house. It's good to see you, boys. We just played an Eagles cover. I should say a thank you to Randy Johnson, who was on the show last week, and he left behind an album. That's the Eagle in the Attic. There you go. Nice little artwork.
What's in the attic?
Eagle in the attic. He actually was saying he is the eagle in the attic, like before they were the band Eagle in the Attic.
Because he lives in the attic, right?
Maybe I didn't ask
I
him.
think
if
they
he lives
practice in the attic.
maybe they practice in the attic. Eagles practicing in the attic.
Yep.
So there you go. So Eagles all over the radio. Thank you to Randy. We'll have you on again. What's new, fellas?
You're looking at it, man.
You looking at it? Yeah. I don't even know what that means, Caleb.
Living the dream, dude.
Living the dream. There it is. Very good. It's hot still.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's
Yeah.
a hot one.
Yeah. It's been weird. Oddly hot. I'm ready for fall, I think.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday was rough.
Yesterday was rough. Would you like to talk about it, Tyler?
It was just hot, and I had jeans on.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in general that you had some personal things.
Oh, I mean,
Work was hard.
I wasn't here yesterday.
Oh, day off?
Yeah, I was
Nice.
at the beach, and I had
Oh.
jeans on, which is something you don't do at the beach,
Why did that happen?
because I put my shorts away for the season.
Where do you lock them in the attic?
Yeah, speaking of attic, the shorts are in the attic.
Oh, with the Eagles?
With the Eagles.
And the eagle.
The Eagle, sorry,
Yeah,
not
that's just
Eagles.
the eagle in the
Yeah,
attic.
eagle in the attic.
Maybe there's eagles, but that might just be a bird thing.
And they're protecting it. Stay away.
So the shorts are away. You can't bring them back. Hang on, Caleb. I'm not done with this yet.
Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to go up in the attic. There's like asbestos or something up there.
So wait, your shorts actually are
I
in
don't
the
know.
attic.
There's like a lot of insulation. I don't know if it's asbestos.
You do the fall thing going. What's the thing again? That look.
Flannel?
Flannel. The flannel. Flannel's a very fall thing. Are you a
Yeah.
pumpkin spice guy?
Definitely, he's a
I mean, I don't
spice
drink
guy.
coffee, so.
You can do the pumpkin spice tea though, right?
Ugh.
No, maybe.
I like black tea, like green tea, jasmine.
Matcha?
Yeah, I don't really have it that much, though.
so
I think it's got a lot of caffeine, I think.
So it just reminded me what was that Forrest Gump where the guy's going, the shrimp you can stir fry it and broil it, you can steam it.
Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba. Yeah.
Love Bubba.
Great movie.
I'm sorry.
Caleb, you said you're ready for fall?
Yes, sir. I'm going to the Deerfield Fair this weekend. It's going to be fun.
The what fair?
Deerfield Fair,
Oh, Deerfield Fair.
New Hampshire.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
What brings you there?
I'm doing video stuff. There's a horse show.
Ah, you and your horses again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is going on? I meant to ask
In
you.
Raleigh,
Sure, we can talk about Raleigh if you'd like.
the racetrack that they want to put in, which I
Are you serious?
think it's going to be awesome if it goes through.
We can talk about that. Go ahead. We can. I was not going to talk about the Raleigh racetrack, but what's going on?
Oh, they're talking about putting in the state's talking about putting in 3 racetracks in the state or something like that, and Raleigh's one of the places. There's like 200
Oh.
acres that they want to put one on.
Really?
I think it's like thoroughbreds and maybe standardbreds. No like slots or anything, just like
Okay.
racing.
Just okay. So actually, it kind of brings me. What I was going to talk about was the Santa Anita. The horses are dying out there. Do you see that?
No.
It's like 20-something horses have died.
What?
Yeah.
From
like,
what?
I don't know. It's like I think it's on like the owners and the stables and stuff. But like.
Like at one barn?
Yeah. Let me here. I'll show you. Let me look it up here. It's out in
Santa
California.
Anita.
It's like one of the most famous racetracks going.
Oh.
Santa Anita.
Let me grab you a headline.
I'm sorry, I'm not
here.
a horse
This is
guy.
The Santa Maria.
I'm not an equestrian.
No, no question. Yeah, and I was just thinking too. I forgot to take a picture of the field hockey girls. I always like to do that for Twitter. It's a bad job by me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Fired.
I know. Shouldn't joke about that in this day and age.
I know.
I said that we joke around about that in where I work sometimes at WBZ, and I always say, I feel really bad if I gave the all nice working with you joke, which I do all the time. Oh, the boss wants to see you. Nice working with you. But then if they don't come back, that would be bad. Anyway.
It would be kind of funny though.
That's not your fault, though.
It's not, but that doesn't mean you don't feel bad.
Yeah, true.
All right, so here we go. Let's see. Santa Anita Park. So they got a team of 7 veterans now on the way there.
Veterinarians.
Veterans.
Did I say veterans? Did I say veterans? Veterinarians.
Veterans.
I got William Shuttleworth on the line
Yeah,
too. Another
Hey,
guy.
he actually just walked by.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That man's always walking, isn't he?
Yeah.
How's he doing? What was he up to?
I don't know.
He's
He
good.
walked by.
There was a meeting for veterans. A
Gotcha.
bunch of people upstairs.
Not
No, feed senior center.
vets.
All right.
No, veterinarians. Veterans.
Yes. To be clear, veterinarians will be going. So 31 horses. 31 have died.
Wow.
That's
A
a lot.
4-year-old died the other day. Brings the number to 31.
Wait, a 4-year-old is like a
4-year-old horse.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-year-old horse.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking horses here. So a gelding named Zeke suffered a pelvic fracture on the track and was euthanized. So
Oh, wow.
it's been like a lot of these, but it's like 31 in 1 year. It's
that
crazy, right?
from the conditions of the?
Well, I think it must be
course.
it must be a track issue, right?
Yeah.
Caleb, tell us more. What could be happening?
I don't know anything about racehorses, but
What are they?
You know more than us.
Concrete?
yeah, well, it's probably the footing is something to do with it, and then pushing them maybe too hard.
They closed it for evaluation in March. Closed the track.
Makes sense. Well, maybe they put new footing down, and then the footing. Because the thing is, you think how hard those horses are beating the ground with their hooves,
Do they have
galloping shoes. Yeah,
they do.
definitely.
So why?
At least you think so. I mean,
This seems like that seems like way too high of a number for me.
no, definitely.
What?
It's a lot. That's
Hor-
like one a week, more than.
So you don't know
one
anything.
every
You
other
said you
week.
don't know anything about horse racing,
No.
but you do know a little thing or two about horses because you know
Yeah.
a bunch of those.
Horses, yeah.
Horses, yes. The horse racing. Are they taken care of in the horse racing industry?
Oh,
Horses?
definitely. Well, those things are money makers, so they're gonna take care of them.
I know, but I've also heard that like,
It's like anything, though.
Yeah.
It's like there's people that treat,
yeah.
employees good and employees bad, and then same thing with horses. People that train them.
Because I've heard like bad stories. Like who's that last horse? The one, the Triple Crown. And they like took him off the track, and then because they want to
Yeah,
start
breed
the
'em, yeah.
horses, and they which you think is like kind of
Yeah.
well, he, must be living a comfortable life because he's worth
Yeah.
so much. But it's like they said these things are born to like run though.
Yeah.
So it's really not great that they end up being
Yeah.
grounded.
Yeah.
I've heard those.
But
things.
they don't. I guarantee that thing has like 100-acre pasture to himself because he's worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, it's like the ones that are good, are like really good, they get really taken care of. But the ones that, probably the smaller tracks probably aren't,
Yeah.
people. But the thing is, some people, this is their livelihood, so they're gonna. It's like anything. It's like if you're an athlete, you're not gonna eat KFC and
Alright.
whatever.
So they have
Taco
interest
Bell.
in taking care of.
Yeah,
you
no,
think they're
definitely.
mostly taken care of.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Except at Santa Anita,
yeah, no.
31
Yeah. Well, if it's all like fractures and stuff, that's got to be something to do with the.
track.
Unless it's like the same trainer, then I'd be like, all right, what's this
No,
dude
it
doing
is
to
different
this?
trainers.
Yeah.
I think they've been looking at the track. I think
Yeah, it's
that's
gotta be.
something about the track. They've tried to, and I guess they've been trying to do like some safety precautions. I was just actually reading this. They had softer like cushions for the. I'm actually not even
Pads
sure.
on the horse's feet.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
And replacing whips with softer cushion crops.
I don't know how that would help
Hmm.
horses breaking their pelvises. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
that makes sense.
Oh, and they're being careful about restrictions on steroids and anti-inflammation drugs.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they're probably all juiced up on like vitamins and stuff like that when they're running. You know.
So you got to be careful of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do steroids?
Yeah, is that steroids big in that industry? You're
I
going to
have
ask
no
the same
idea.
question I was.
I don't
Tom.
know about steroids.
This is good. We've made Caleb the horse racing expert today.
Yeah, but I mean, they do. I mean, they definitely use steroids on some of the horses, but it's like people. I don't know. Long term, probably not great, but I'm sure that it's like people. Like like people that use steroids are like
Yeah.
exponentially stronger and faster and bigger than
What do you give your horses to be healthy?
food and
What kind of food? What do
I
your
don't know,
horses
like
eat?
grain and hay and stuff like. You give them supplements, you know what I mean, but like not like vitamin E, like
Okay.
things like that. Not salt lick, but in the wintertime we'll give them like it's essentially like a salt lick in their grain just to make sure they drink enough water in the wintertime, like things like that.
Horses get cold or hot?
Yeah, then they sweat. They don't like pant or anything. Well, they do. I mean, they breathe hard, but it's not like a dog where
Yeah.
dog doesn't sweat. You know what I mean? But horses sweat. That's all.
Horses actually sweat.
Yeah.
So it's hot days are tough.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and
How
then when the weather changes quick,
Yeah.
it's like hot to cold, like quick. Like
Yeah.
horses get sick and stuff like that. Usually. Yeah.
So it's about
or
that.
vice versa.
So theoretically, it's about to be that time, right? When
Yeah, and the weather's kind of weird because horses are starting to get their winter, like starting to work on their like cold weather coats, and then it's 90 degrees out. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't really.
So it's like a messed up time for horses, right?
Oh yeah, well any animals that kind of live outside,
Do you have to shave them with the fluctuations?
In the spring, I mean, if you want to clip them, you can. But the thing is, at this point, unless it was going to be 100 out, you know what I mean, you would leave. I mean, they don't have it. They're just starting to get it, you know what I mean? It's not like it's like full blown.
Is this the hardest time of year to be a horse owner with the weather changing or not changing really?
No, I
Supposed to
think
be.
January. I think the winter is the worst because it's freezing out, and then ice. You know, if you don't have an indoor arena, 4 legs on ice isn't really good.
Oh, just for slipping purposes. Or
Yeah.
In general, do they hang out okay in the cold? Is it?
Yeah, no, they're fine. I mean, they're meant to be outdoor animals,
Interesting.
so
That was a good horse segment. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I liked hearing about the horses. Tyler, did you enjoy that? You had questions. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything. My mom
I know.
had horses as a kid.
Oh, you guys had horses?
Not me. My mom had them.
Yeah, but were they around like the house?
No, like I
Oh.
wasn't born.
Oh, I see.
She was a kid, not me.
I got you. I thought they were like hanging. I thought it was part of your childhood.
No, we had chickens.
Chickens.
Yeah.
Chickens in Newburyport?
Yeah, you can have 3 in the city limits.
There's a chickens limit?
Yeah.
Wow.
No roosters.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I have learned so much in this 10 minutes with you guys. That's fantastic.
That's
What else going on this week? We got sorry, I
This
spent
week,
most of the
or-
time on horses. Yeah, what's coming up? We need to know.
This past, estate sales.
No?
Check out your local estate sales or not local estate sales,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
He's a wheeler. He's like one of the weird people at the flea markets.
Hey.
You know what I mean? It's like trying to sell you like junk. He's like, hey, you want to buy this?
Hey, he sold his guitar for a pretty penny, didn't he?
The guy backed out of the sale.
Oh. We're gonna have to talk about this off the air. I think.
Yeah.
That.
But he is good at like wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. We'll end on a positive note.
Yeah.
He's usually great at that.
I got to act as someone else this weekend. That was fun.
Oh, real quickly, who?
My friend who also does this.
Oh,
And
10 seconds.
I had to go get something for him, and he couldn't go there because he was doing something else.
Wow, nicely
That
done.
was it.
Way to come into the crunch. Good job, Tyler, Caleb. Thank you, boys.